and Oman could begin to charge a navigational fee on ships crossing through the Strait of Hormuz. The discussion has reignited debate about maritime law, how waterways are controlled, and who can legally charge a toll or a fee. Deutsche Welle correspondent Warda Imran joins us now from Berlin. Warda, g'day. So can Tehran legally put a toll on the Strait of Hormuz?
Well, in practice, they could charge a fee. Iran's foreign ministry is calling it a fee of navigational service on ships. But this would be in grave violation of international and maritime laws. Now, ships passing through a strait do not have to pay any fee or toll because a strait is a natural waterway connecting two larger bodies of water. So it's a natural transit path. Compared to a canal, let's say like the Panama or Suez Canal, these are man-made artificial waterways which probably cost thousands of dollars to make. So while canals can charge a fee for the infrastructure and service, Tehran and Muscat are treading on dangerous waters, if I may. And the U.S. president's latest response is showing how important it is for the U.S. and the West that this passageway remains free and unblocked for ships to cross. But it is important to note that before the war in the Gulf started, it was free and unblocked.
And what's been the EU response to what's happening in the Gulf region?
Well, the EU is very clear on this matter. It categorically rejects any fee, any toll, any kind of payment to cross the strait. And this would be in line with UN conventions that do stress that straits have to be free. And recently, the EU is considering sanctioning, or rather extending sanctions on senior Iranian officials over the continued blockade, as they're calling it. You know, earlier, certain EU countries were ready to embark on a mission to reopen the strait. That didn't really work out. But what's clear is that it's in all EU countries' interest to see shipping flowing normally through the Hormuz.
And how would Germany be impacted if such a fee were to be implemented?
Yeah, I think there are many ways in which Germany would be directly and indirectly impacted severely. You know, analysts have been saying for weeks that a global crisis could be triggered if this stalemate isn't resolved soon. And the ripple effect of that would be tough for Germany to survive. You know, rising chemical prices, expensive fertilizers, these things would greatly damage the economy here, which is anyway struggling to revive itself. You know, it's like we're a broken horn here talking about the economy. But, you know, it's important to note that we are talking about Germany, a country that doesn't get much direct oil supply from Hormuz. I think less than 1% of direct energy imports come from there, but still the impact would be massive. So continued energy crisis has anyway crippled this economy, and economists say if things don't change, it's about to get a lot gloomier.
Okay, Warda Imran reporting there from Berlin. Now with finance news, here's David Taylor.